We're back with another episode of That's right, It Came From the Basement, and I am your host, Radical Ryan Hunter. And we're in the month of December, so I am bringing a gift theme to this week's episode. So my birthday was in late November, and I got two awesome presents. So the first item today is this Angel Smile Time puppet from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer spinoff, Angel.
You're a Spike! You're a bloody puppet!
This is from the year 2006. It is a puppet replica that is numbered. It is from the last season of Angel, where they had this episode where the title star got turned into a puppet for the episode. I always thought the puppet was adorable. They made two different versions. This is the Vampire Angel puppet. It was opened. I did take him out when I received the gift. This was from my partner guy. He overheard me evidently talking about this puppet on a podcast. And he found it on eBay. I know this goes for a pretty penny now. I appreciated this so much because it's something I always wanted. It's hard to find, and I just love it, and I love Angel. So I will say the one thing that evidently is happening with the leather jacket, you can't see now because I put him back in, but it looks like the leather or the fake leather on Angel is starting to peel and crack. So I think Angel's gonna have to stay in here for a while just to protect himself. But this was a birthday gift, like I said, from my partner Guy for my 36th. Love it. One of my co-hosts on the Radical Retro Rewind podcast is my brother David. And for years, David knows I have been looking for a lost toy. Now, the funny thing about this whole story is I had recently posted this on Instagram talking about different toys from my childhood that were lost or had disappeared, broken, whatever the case is. And I did not know while posting that one of the items there was sitting in this very apartment because David had sent a box with a present in it earlier. I was waiting for my birthday. And don't you know, in that bag was not one, but two of these original Barney dolls.
Dinosaur from our imagination, and when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation.
So this is amazing because this is another one of those items that go for a lot of money. I mean, because they're rare. This, again, was the original Barney. So when I say that I love Barney, it started not from the TV version, but I'm going back to when Barney was still only on VHS tapes in Blockbuster or wherever you rented videos, and they starred Sandy Duncan. So that's the Barney that I really fell in love with. And then it became, you know, the Barney that it was forever. But if you see even in this picture here, the Barney doll, this Barney doll was with me everywhere. When I was younger and I got my tonsils taken out, or I was scared or sick, the one that I had was, I mean, the tail was so it was all messed up. He had holes in him. His eyes were much like this. I remember having to fill them in with a black magic marker. But David, I'm assuming, had found one and then found this one, and he did tell me that this one, the mother or the person who sold it to him said that it was gently loved by a little girl, and it is, I mean, you could tell it is amazing. It is the Lions group, Barney the Dinosaur. And unfortunately, back in the day, I mean, I have so much of my items in my parents' basement, but when I was growing up, my father didn't think I would want this. And probably most men wouldn't maybe want their old dolls from when they, but I ain't most people. So yes, as David grew up, I carried this all the time with me. And the fact that my brother found these for me, knowing that I've been looking for years to replace them, when I opened the bag, I teared. So thank you, David. Thank you so much for reuniting me and the two. I mean, there's two. Continuing with gifts. A few years ago, I had a friend a friend at a job who was really wonderful, and she also would listen to certain things. And she knew that when I was a kid, I loved horses and I loved animals. Oh my God, I still loved animals today. As a matter of fact, we were working at a dog hotel facility when she had got me this. But I will preface it. So she also replaced an item from my past. Like I said, I was a horse fan, and I was a horse fan of the My Little Pony, the original, again, I'm going back to the original My Little Ponies Escape from Midnight Castle, where there was demons, and I can't even tell you what happened in this episode for an 80s cartoon for kids. So Sundance was a My Little Pony, and Sundance was also one of those things that I always wanted. And I was lucky enough to be a kid growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, and my parents said, he likes the horse thing. I got the horse thing, and here I am today. The My Little Pony cartoon was amazing. I look at this and memories race back, because this Sundance, she was one of those, I played with her with all my action figures. She was there with HeMan, Thundercats, Batman, whoever I was playing with, Power Rangers. She was always involved with adventures. I had lost her. My friend found me one a few years ago. I know I have her somewhere, but realizing that I really wanted to focus on my collection, do you know I found this Sundance that's, I mean, besides the marking, and God knows I did a lot of marking on things when I was younger on certain things, but this was $8 on eBay, complete, the seller. As a matter of fact, I knew this wasn't the one. I remembered, I was like, wait, didn't I replace the one that was replaced? And $8 came with all of her accessories, which, I don't know, I don't like to give her the shoes. I want her to shine on her own. That is Sundance from My Little Ponies, 1983. And lastly, this item just came out, but unfortunately, it's gonna go in the basement, and I don't know how that's gonna work because it is cereal. So FYE keeps coming out with these exclusive HeMan items, and they had the HeMan Revelations, Masters of the Universe, and they had the Masters of the Universe Revelations cereal. And when they came out with part 2 this month, they released Skell God. Now I have the Power Crunch. I love that. It's even evil eats breakfast. Love that it has old school kind of box art. This was the other one, which I did get as well, that came with the world's smallest Battle Cat, and this one either comes with a world's smallest HeMan, Skeletor, or Teela. So I am gonna keep this in the package. Hopefully it stays complete and doesn't rot, but I feel like I'm gonna put this in a Ziploc bag and then seal it up and make it all nice until the day that I am able to display everything in there. Well, basement dwellers, that was a short one this week. Next month, January, we're going back into the basement, and I will be delivering you a random crop of more action figures, toys, games, books, and beyond. Thank you so much for always checking in. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're new here, please, I would love if you were able to subscribe and join along with us for new adventures. We will be back next month, Radical One's Basement Dwellers. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year. And I will see you in the basement.